last thing we want to talk about is Calvin Ridley is reportedly reported today. Both sides, Falcons and he, would like to move on. They do not want to be on the same partnership anymore. Yeah, they do. Calvin Ridley would no longer like to be a Falcon. The Falcons would like to move on from him. Apparently this year he has hurt. So people in the organization have been claiming he's faking his injury, which has rubbed him partially the wrong way, which is kind of like the last straw. They're claiming he's faking his injury. A lot of fans believe that he is faking his injury. I think, if he says he's injured, he's injured. I'm gonna say.
So it's a mental thing. He stepped away, right?
Right. Yeah. They said
you can't tell someone how they're feeling.
Exactly. He stepped away from football entirely because he, had a mental struggle. He has, mental health first. Like if your head's not there, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if you're, going to take a risk you wouldn't normally risk because your head's not in the game, or you're going to play so defensive that you're hurting your team more than helping your team.
Right.
You don't know. So he made the right decision in stepping away. I understand when fans are upset with players that want to leave. I understand when fans are upset when a player seems as if they walked away from the team.
Andrew Luck is big. That whole thing.
Yeah, he got booed.
Andrew Luck,
he did so much for that team.
I know.
They never got an offensive line. He risked his body every year, and then when he decides he needs to step away for health reasons, he gets booed. Yeah. I know a lot of Colts fans don't claim that they would boo if they would have been there, but the fans that were there did boo. So that's what we got to judge it on. And I understand when people are upset. I understand, but I don't necessarily think that that's okay. That's right. Like I said, he made the right decision. I think Calvin Ridley would make that decision 10 times out of 10. And I think if I were in Calvin Ridley's position, so would I. I also understand, if he was on my team, I would be like, we could have used a Calvin Ridley. Just like I'm upset that Jeff Gladney decided to commit a dumbass crime.
Right.
I'm upset, but he needs to pay the price for it. And, maybe if everybody reacted better and treated him properly, he'd want to come back for the Falcons. But like I said, I understand, but it's time to move on for both sides, and you'll get a haul. You will absolutely get, if you trade him, if he decides I'm coming back, he gets a clean bill of health, passes a physical, flying colors. He's one of those guys. If Jamal Adams is worth 2 first-round picks, so is Calvin Ridley. Just saying. I know that one's defense, one's a safety, box safety, one's a
I'd probably look at what Odell gets. You can get what Diggs got. First, third, something like that, and then they get a 5th or something like that.
I think Calvin Ridley is more than, because Calvin Ridley can be used just like Deebo Samuel for the Niners. He can run it on sweeps. He can do some return game. He can catch the ball on slants, deep routes, all of it. So he's a number 1 wide receiver. I think he is if you trade a 1st and a 6th for nothing in return, they don't give you anything back, I think that's more than fair. Or the exact same thing with Diggs.
They got the OBJ thing was like a 1st and Zeitler. So you got a Pro Bowl lineman, which is obviously can help too. So a 1st and a established veteran, that's plus another pick. Yeah, that's
more than fair. The Falcons would need that sort of thing. The Falcons need that help, and Calvin Ridley is worth it. If your team, I saw the biggest team was the Eagles, because they have 3 first-round picks. So a first-round pick, and then one of their developmental guys, one of their running backs,
Jalen Reagor.
Right. You get one of their prospects coming up. So one of their prospects or vets, one of those first-round picks, maybe another mid-round pick, and then they get a late-round pick in return with Calvin Ridley. I think that's more than fair. I'm not an Eagles fan, so I don't want that, but I think Calvin Ridley would make Jalen Hurts look a lot better and it would help him in development.
Right.
And I think that's a good fit for both teams. It's just Philadelphia has not treated Ben Simmons well in this whole mental health thing. I don't want to see Calvin Ridley go somewhere that treated one superstar with a mental health issue poorly, and then go somewhere, and if he has another mental health issue and decides he has to sit out again, I don't think Philly's going to be nice to him. I don't think Philly's going to.
Philly fans are a different breed.
Right, and especially if you give up a first-round pick and 2 players, or 2 picks, 2 players, that sort of thing, they're going to get pissed. So I think Philly makes the most sense, but in terms of a mental health situation, I think that's not the place he should go.
Sure.